All right, welcome back. Financial professional Scott Braddock is here with us answering your money and investing related questions. This person says, I'm 66, my home is paid off. Do you think reverse mortgages are a good idea?
You know, I really am not a big fan of reverse mortgages. I think if that is absolutely the only option that you have, then I would still suggest that you meet with a financial professional and make sure that that's the only thing possible and that it really makes sense for you. I think what's most important is that you receive an education and you have knowledge about all the solutions that are available. I think that is the best answer. Learn what you can do in your situation, and you'll know what you should do. But yeah, I would really take a deep dive into understanding reverse mortgages and how they impact you and your family in the future.
This person says, speaking of education, where do I start with investing? Is there a class to learn the basics?
Well, there are some educational outlets out there. I take an educational first approach myself. I teach at the local universities on retirement planning and on Social Security, these really complicated topics that there just doesn't seem to be enough education out there. But you can find educational outlets online. Just plug in the topic that you're looking for and search in your local area. I think folks really do need to make sure that they're educated on the options that are available, because a lot of times these decisions, they're going to be in place forever with little room for do-over, specifically if we're talking about retirement planning.
Okay. This next question is, what is your opinion of automatic payments for your bills, which I do most often?
I like it. I think that's great. I think it's an excellent way to make sure that you're staying on top of your bills. They're being paid on time. That's helping your credit, which is very beneficial. And of course, the worst case scenario is if you miss a payment on something, it could really be detrimental to your credit. So I do like that. I think having a safety net in the bank, a good buffer, is going to help ensure that all those get paid and it's less for you to think about.
All right, this next question is, what's the safest way to invest money? I have mine in stocks and mutual funds, but the stock market is so up and down.
Well, sure. The stock market is a risk-reward venture. So if it was linear, that'd be one thing, but we know it's not. It's going to go up and down. So I think it's also important to make sure that you have some money that has some guardrails up on. CDs will do this at the bank. You can take a look at Treasury bills, which are more short-term. They pay interest upon maturity. And then we have bills, which Treasury bills that are designed to be a little longer term, but they do pay interest every 6 months. There are certain annuities that are fixed that will give you a guaranteed rate of return and offer you some protection as well.
All right, you threw around a whole bunch of things there. What's an annuity? Let's just explain that.
Well, there are different types of annuities, right? But annuity, by definition, means payment. We have variable annuities, which is a security product. Probably the most important thing to understand when it comes to annuities is that variable annuities will go up and down with the stock market. Oftentimes, they will guarantee a death benefit, and they can guarantee income as well. But there's a lot of moving pieces with those. The expenses can be higher than what you would see in what's called a fixed annuity. So essentially, there's two types of fixed annuities today that folks are looking at. There's the fixed annuity that's much like a CD. However, that's going to pay tax deferred. A CD, you're going to pay taxes on the interest whether you use the interest or not. So there could be a little compounding benefit for a fixed annuity over a CD. The fixed index annuity is a hybrid. This one allows you to take advantage of the upturns in the stock market, but there's a certain cap, there's a certain limit to your growth. But it will protect you from any losses as well. I really think the best thing that the fixed index annuity is going to do is provide guaranteed income for the rest of your life. Pensions have faded away, so a lot of the folks I'm meeting with has the question, how do I create the income that I need that Social Security is not covering in retirement? And sometimes those fixed index annuities could be a good fit. But the answer is it depends. You want to sit down with a financial professional that can walk you through solutions and recommendations that fit you and your situation.
Okay, and we got like 30 seconds really quick. If you don't want any risk at all, you can do a high yield savings account.
Sure. So these online savings accounts, they don't have the brick and mortar expenses, so they're able to pay you more interest. And so that's a great way to save money, and it's accessible. You can access it. Your emergency fund can be handled here or can rest here. That's an option as well. And they're going to pay you higher interest than a regular savings account at the bank.
All right, so it's not going to get like 13 or 29%, but it is going to get 5%, which is a whole lot more than what your bank is giving you on your checking account right now. Thank you so much for your time and your expertise. Scott Braddock, we appreciate you. If you missed any of this, it's going to be in the Two Wants to Know section.